I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Monday, January the 12th. As most of the country was watching the NFL postseason last night, Rutgers men's basketball in a game that would be forgotten normally on the schedule in the middle of January, 2 months away from March Madness. Rutgers basketball, a program we rarely talk about in a positive light, was out there at the rack making a name for themselves as Rutgers upsets number 4 Wisconsin, a top 5 team, a legitimate Final Four contender, down 12 at the half. They come back and win for the first time in school history over a top 5 program. And as you celebrate this Rutgers victory, as you try to put meaning on this Rutgers victory, the first signature victory inside the Big Ten, to me, all the credit in the world, and really credit to Rutgers, has to go to head coach Eddie Jordan and for the program hiring this guy. I mean, Rutgers for years here has been through coaches that have either just made you crazy watch them on the sidelines, either made you upset at their actions on and off the court, or just give you no inspiration, give you no reason to believe that the program is going to really turn things around, from Mike Rice, of course, and everything that happened there, to Gary Waters, to Freddie Hill. I mean, all the guys they've had at the rack in Piscataway for years. Rutgers basketball was never on the precipice of the conversation, never on the precipice of doing anything special. And good for them a couple years ago to go out and find Eddie Jordan. You know, a guy that had been the head coach of the Sixers, head coach of the Washington Wizards, and got them to the postseason, head coach of the Sacramento Kings, an assistant with the Los Angeles Lakers, and of course, all the way back in the day, you know, a Rutgers athlete himself and a Rutgers alum. Eddie Jordan is the perfect coach for Rutgers, and Rutgers truly right now is really lucky to have him as part of this program. Stability for the head coach. Stability, and a coach that has seen many things in the basketball world. A coach that has been to the NBA postseason and faced LeBron James. A coach that stares a number 4 ranked Wisconsin Badgers team down and says, we could beat this team. And I felt good for Eddie Jordan, and you watch him in that post-game press conference, and he was really, and we'll watch it here, he was moved to tears just talking about how much this win meant to him.
For our community, you know, we've suffered, and I'm just happy for it. I'm happy for everybody in the state, our faculty, everybody that supports me, our fans, and hopefully this is part of the healing process that we have to go through.
And you know what? Good for Eddie Jordan. Really good for Eddie Jordan, good for Rutgers. They were in good hands with him. And you felt the emotion there in that press conference. You felt the emotion as the Rutgers players were jumping up and down the court after that victory. And Rutgers is not a program you associate with big-time college basketball. It never has been, and likely it never will be. But they're on the right track here. And Eddie Jordan, to me, is the biggest reason why. We can talk about the players on the team, the X's and O's, the scheme, recruiting. But Eddie Jordan, to me, has given some legitimacy to this program. Eddie Jordan is a coach where you walk into the arena and you see him on the bench and you say, that guy knows what he's doing. He has been around the game of basketball, but around some of the great players that basketball has seen over the last 20 years. He knows the game inside and out. He brings character, he brings stability, and yesterday he brought the biggest victory Rutgers basketball has ever seen in its regular season, and we're 2 months away from March Madness. But at the rack last night, there was madness. And Eddie Jordan, and the fact that he's here and he's part of Rutgers once again, to me, is the biggest reason why. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now.